SRF Ninja here from soreelflix.com, and it's that time in the month again. I'm going to share everything that I bought in the month of April. Now, I bought a lot. Let's start with A Few Good Men. You Can't Handle the Truth. Very good movie. I actually just got done watching this a few minutes ago. Highly recommend it. A very good movie. Got Tom Cruise, Jack Nicholson, Demi Moore, and a host of other guys that you've seen before. Definitely pick this up. Definitely check it out if you haven't already. It deserves to be in your collection. It's a very good movie. Highly enjoyed it. It's a little long, just 2 hours and 18 minutes, but well worth it. Next up, boom. What's this? Knocked Up. Got this on a sale for $5. Not bad. Haven't watched it yet, or I haven't watched Blu-ray yet. I own the DVD. This is basically an upgrade after I sold the DVD and basically break even. Definitely a funny movie. I really enjoyed it when I did see it on DVD. Hopefully it looks really good on Blu-ray. Next up, it's a Criterion film, The Royal Tenenbaum. The Royal Tenenbaum. Bounds? Whatever, you get the idea. Had to pick this up on Blu-ray. I never owned it. Didn't own it on DVD. I've seen it about 3 times on TV. So definitely had to have this. Looks pretty good on Blu-ray. And again, it's a good movie. I enjoyed it. If you haven't checked it out, at least give it a rent. But it definitely deserves to be in your collection. I love it. And it looks good on my shelf along with the other 100 Criterion films I have. Next up, something I had to have, never picked up. It's a DVD. Can you believe that? It's a TV show. Lone Wolf and Cub TV series. It's the collection 2, volumes 4 through 6. Comes with 13 episodes. Got this for a good price of $12. Not bad. But guess what? I'm missing collection 1. Don't worry, it's on the way. For the same price, I made out pretty good on the deal. Haven't seen it yet, so I don't know what to say. All I hear is good things, but I do know the Lone Wolf and Cub movies are one of my favorites. Can't wait to check this out. Next up, another TV series I had to have. Another DVD. Zatoichi TV series. Again, haven't seen this one yet. All I know is the Zatoichi films that I have seen. The Criterion big box that I have. All 25, 26 films I've seen. Very great films. And this TV series stars the same actor. Shintaro Katsu? Hope I said that correct. I should, I'm a ninja. Anyways, I did take a look at it. I didn't watch it. But it does come up with a warning saying how film may look and might consist of dirt, scratches, and stuff like that. So in other words, it hasn't been remastered. But from what I've seen, it's very watchable. It's not pixelated or anything. So it's pretty good. You just have to deal with the little lines coming through like I've seen in classic old black and white films. So it has a lot of that. Faded colors, stuff like that. So it's not going to be popping. It's not Blu-ray. This is the collection 2. Again, just like the Lone Wolf and Cub. Volumes 4 through 6. Now the first collection is very, very hard to get. You can't get the collection 1 box set. You have to buy 3 different volumes. And they're very hard to get. But I did get my hands on them. I got volumes 1, 2, and 3. 2 is the hardest one to get. And I think there's only 1 more left in the States that I've seen online. I'm going to wait to share that with you. Because I don't know if the collection 2 that's arriving here is the correct one. We'll see. If it is, I'll share the information, and some lucky guy can actually pick it up for about $30. That's for volume 2. You still got other 2 volumes. Anyway, I'm glad to pick this up. And now, same with the other Lone Wolf and Cub. There's 4 seasons of this guy. There's 3 seasons of that. Only the first season of each is only in the United States thanks to Tokyo Shop. It kind of sucks. And I don't think they'll be coming out anymore, so I have to, find the other guys and spend a pretty penny if I ever save up. Okay, next up, a movie I highly recommend. Something that I haven't bought because it never came down in prices. It's always $23. Dallas Buyers Club. Got very lucky. Got it for $12 off of Amazon. Very good movie. I just got done watching this last night or yesterday. I enjoyed it. It's a very good storyline. Pretty crazy how things turn out. Definitely recommend it. If you haven't seen it, at least rent it. But I think it deserves to be in your collection. Matthew McConaughey, very good actor in this. Awesome acting from his part. Definitely have to check this out. I recommend it. Next up, Scream Factory. You a Scream Factory fan? Boom. Had to pick this up. Scanners 2 and 3. From what I hear, these are mediocre films, but I have watched at least this one, the first one, or second one, Scanners 2. I thought it was an enjoyable, fun film. I haven't seen the first one. The reason why I picked this up is because Criterion Collection is coming out with the first one in a month or 2. So I had to have this from Scream Factory, and I enjoyed Scanners 2. It was fun. Some people crap on it. Some people even crap even more on the third one. I haven't seen it. Actually, I'm afraid to see it, but I'll give it a go later on. Next up, a movie I haven't seen, and the stars Mel Gibson. Just came out. Picked it up for $10. Conspiracy Theory. Actually, a pretty good film. I enjoyed it. If you like conspiracy type movies, people on the run. Now Mel Gibson plays this crazy guy. Of course, he's crazy. He plays crazy in a lot of movies, actually, but he's pretty crazy in this one. Got a lot of conspiracy theories in his head. He's going around. That's all he talks about. But over time, you learn that this guy's been brainwashed by our government. He's actually, the stuff he's spewing out could be true. You never know. Check it out if you haven't seen it yet. I actually recommend it. I enjoyed it. Next up, well, look at this. Another Mel Gibson movie, The Patriot. Very good film. I have really enjoyed it. Of course, this is an upgrade for me. The Blu-ray looks really good. Good acting. Also has Heath Ledger in it. Gotta have this. I love the scene where Mel Gibson's going after those guys in the woods. He's acting like he's about 20 people. Kills 20 guys. Him and his two youngest sons. This is one of my favorite scenes of all time. It's pretty good. I really enjoyed this. It's a little long, but very enjoyable watch. Definitely recommend it if you don't have it yet. Of course, you've probably already seen it. You should have. Okay, next up, Starman. Had to have this. Has Jeff Bridges in it. Plays an alien. Comes back as Jeff. Comes back looking like Jeff Bridges. Anyways, it's a decent film. I enjoyed it. It's a little outdated, I think, but it's funny. Still good storyline. I definitely recommend it if you haven't seen it yet. And guess what? It's a John Carpenter film, so I had to have it. Guess what? It's a John Carpenter's film, so I had to have it. Since I enjoy John Carpenter's stuff, gotta have John Carpenter's movies. Okay, next up, it's a horror film. I really, really enjoyed it. Manic, the original. Gotta have this. Awesome film. The guy in this, oh, you know who the Manic is? You ever seen Rocky 1 and 2? You ever seen the guy that Rocky used to work for? You know, the gangster guy? That's him. He plays the lunatic in this. And this is a very, very crazy movie. Some of the death scenes are pretty crazy. Very, very bloody, very gory. I really enjoyed this. If you like horror, you like gore, check it out. Talk about crazy. This guy is really crazy in this. Very crazy. Definitely go out and check it out. Next up, another John Carpenter film. It's his newest one that he's put out. The Ward. It's a decent film. People give it mediocre reviews. I would probably give it mediocre to a little bit good. I enjoyed it. Kind of has a Devil's Backbone meets Shutter Island storyline to it. Of course, I hope I didn't give too much away just by saying that. Anyways, everything takes place in a ward, a mental hospital. And I don't want to give too much away. Definitely check it out if you haven't seen it yet. The story's pretty cool, I think. A little scary. It's not too scary. Not really that scary, to tell you the truth. Till the end, there's some jumpy, maybe 1 or 2 jumpy parts, but it's a cool film. Definitely check it out if you like that type of storyline, like Shutter Island. Next up, another horror film. Had to have. Why? Because it has Seth Green in it, and it has Carlson in it. I mean, not Carlson. You know, Carlson from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Alfonso. That guy. That's his real name, Alfonso. He plays a thug in this, which is pretty funny. Because every time I look at him, I think of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Anyways, ticks. And I hate ticks. So this is pretty scary for me. Kind of scary, if you hate ticks. They were actually realistic looking. They're like this big. Some of them got bigger than a human at the end anyways. The big bad guy. And now Seth Green's really young in this. I think this is a fun film. Got some scary moments in it. And ticks look realistic. Gotta check that out. Next up, another horror film, Troll Hunter. Boom. Got this for like $3 used. This is a pretty cool film too. What's even cooler about this is the sound effects in this. You gotta turn yourself way up. Your house will just rumble. It's pretty crazy. Every time this guy walks, one of the trolls, every time he talks, he doesn't really talk, grunts or whatever. Pretty horror sounding, scary, very loud, very deep. If anything, get this movie just because of the sound. Anyways, this is a cool story. It's pretty crazy. It wasn't that scary, but overall, I thought it was a cool film. Check it out, Troll Hunter. Gets good reviews. Okay, next up is a twofer. The Hills Have Eyes and Hill Have Eyes 2. These are upgrades. I got these for $2 a piece, so why not? I sold the DVDs for $3, so I actually made money on this. These are mediocre films. That's what the reviews give it. I like the death scenes in it. Of course, these are the remakes of them. I enjoyed them. I didn't watch this. There's no need to. Just to have it for an upgrade. I had the DVD anyway after I sold it. Anyways, Hills Have Eyes 2 mediocre films. They're fun. Fun films. A little too long, though, I think. Next up, Confession of a Murderer. Boom. Cool film from Will Go USA. You can check out my review right here. Overall, I think I gave it a 3.5 out of 5. It's a decent film. There's some holes in the story. You just check out my review, check what I think right there. And if you like what I said, check it out. Overall, cool film. That's about it. We'll go USA. Gotta support them. Next up, Indiana Jones box set. All 4 films. Got this for a good price of $15. Not bad for Blu-ray. Sold the box set for what? $10? $12? Not bad at all. Good upgrade. Watched them all. They all look good on Blu-ray. Even the last one. I enjoyed the last one. I don't care what people think. think. But of course, my favorite one is The Temple of Doom. I don't know why. It's the one I remember seeing as a child. That was probably the first one I've seen. Very good films. This definitely deserves to be in your collection if you don't have it. If you're a film fan, film collector, you definitely have to have Indiana Jones box set in your collection. Looks good on Blu-ray. Gotta have it. Okay, next up. The Quest. Fun film, cool action in it. Van Damme. Old Van Damme film. Who doesn't like old Van Damme films? Like Bloodsport, stuff like that. This has the same sort of type of story to it. Anyways, cool film, cool action. Love the action in it. It's old Van Damme. Action's always good. Gotta have this. Next up, Special ID. Another Will Go USA film. And you can check out my review right here. This film is actually a pretty good film. It gets good reviews, it gets mediocre reviews. My side is good. I love this film. Good, very good action in it. If you like MMA slash street fighting type of action, get this film. Not a lot of guns though. I wish there was a little bit more gun action. And Donnie Yen, he plays an undercover cop who's tatted up out the yang. He has tattoos on his neck, his arms. This guy's a badass. In this film right here, you get to see the range of Donnie Yen's acting in it. Very good film. I give it a 4 out of 5. Definitely check out my review right here. Definitely pick this up. Comes out pretty soon. Comes out in a couple days actually. Next week. I think May 16th. Is that Tuesday? Anyways, check out my review. Pick this up. Pre-order it. Buy it. Donnie Yen fans will enjoy it. Next up, Weird Science. Gotta have it. Never seen it. Only seen pieces of it. For me, it's a mediocre film. It was enjoyable, fun to watch, funny at times, but it's outdated, I think. It's pretty outdated. Funny thing is, this is only rated PG-13, but there's nudity in it. It's not in the form of one of the actors. It's actually on a computer screen or TV screen. There's like ladies jumping around browless. If you're a John Hughes fan, like his classic 80s films, I am. Definitely gotta have this in your collection. It's a fun film to watch. And it has Anthony Michael Hall in it. Come on, he's a kid. He's young in this movie. Definitely check it out if you haven't yet. It's worth the watch. Weird Science. Next up, Twofer again. These guys are limited edition Blu-rays that just came out not so long ago. Let's get down to my favorite out of the two. Touch of Evil, starring Charles Heston. Dude plays a Mexican in this. Weird, but pretty funny if you think about it. It's a serious movie. It's in black and white. Created by Orson Welles. And Orson Welles actually stars in this. Spoiler alert, Orson Welles is the bad guy. Whoops. Pretty fun though. Funny movie. Pretty fun movie to watch. It's a mystery. Definitely have to get this if you like classics. This belongs in your collection. Gotta get it before they're sold out. Touch of Evil, gotta have it. Orson Welles, Charles Heston, come on. Next up, same type of box set, same looking thing. Look at it, gold and black, limited edition. It's Double Immunity. Pretty cool film about an insurance salesman. Life insurance salesman. Fun movie to watch. Good classic film right here. If I had to rate it, 4 out of 5. 4.5 out of 5 for A Touch of Evil. That's a fun film. Definitely have to have these two movies in your collection. Fred McMurray, pretty good. I don't think I've ever seen him in any other film, but he does a really good job here. Same with the chick, Barbara Stanwyck. Gotta have it, I think. I think it deserves to be in your collection. Good film. Next up. Movie I haven't watched yet, because I don't have all the time in the world. McClintock. Hope I said that correctly. This little appears on here. It's a John Wayne film. I've been collecting a lot of John Wayne films. A lot of westerns lately. I don't know why. I enjoy a lot of films. What do I think about this movie? You don't know, haven't seen it. Does it look good on Blu-ray? I hope so. It's from Owl Films, so they usually do pretty good on the restorations of films. So I can't wait to view it. Can't recommend it yet. Sorry. Okay, next up, it's a Forfer. All these DVDs have the same cover, different titles. Two Mules for Sarah, very good film. Definitely recommend it. It's a Clint Eastwood film, starring Shirley MacLaine. Definitely recommend this. Gotta have it. Joe Kidd, boom. Another Clint Eastwood film. Definitely gotta have it. Very good, recommend it. I really enjoyed this film. It's one of my favorites, by the way. Okay, next up, The War Wagon, boom. It's a John Wayne film, another John Wayne film. It's a pretty good film. I enjoyed it. John Wayne's playing actually a bad guy, kind of. He's down to steal some gold. And another thing, Kirk Douglas is in this movie. Awesome film. I had to have this just because of those two guys. Overall, it's a good film, fun film to watch. Definitely have to pick them up. Tell you the truth, you have to pick all 4 of these guys up. The 4th one. Rooster Coburn. Another John Wayne film. Look at this guy. He has a patch over his eyes. Badass. Definitely fun film. John Wayne, Katharine Hepburn. They did a pretty good job. It was fun to watch these two go back and forth with each other on screen. She plays a badass in this. She's like very strong-willed. She goes with John Wayne, as John Wayne's a guy who's capturing the bounty on these guys because they're bad guys, and she goes along with them along the trip. And she's sitting there firing guns. She's sitting there drinking and stuff like that too. Awesome film, fun film to watch. Definitely check all 4 of those films out. Next up, another twofer. Some more John Wayne films from Olive Films. The Quiet Man. Very cool film. John Wayne's very young in this. It's not an action film. It's not no guns involved. More like a love story in Ireland. Overall fun film to watch. It's a John Ford film. Gotta have John Ford films. You gotta have John Wayne. Overall, good film to watch. Classic. Gets a lot of good reviews. Next up, another John Wayne film. Olive film. Rio Grande. Gotta have this film. Good film. Not tons of action. All the action's basically at the end. But fun film. Deals with Civil War type stuff. It's more of a U.S. Army versus Indians type of film. John Wayne's son joins the army, and he's in the same troop as John Wayne, who's the leader of the all the troops. And I really enjoyed this. It was a very fun film to watch. Definitely got to have it. Okay, next up, it's a film that I haven't seen in a while. I had to pick it up. I Am Legend. Had to have it. It's a good film. Some people might not like it, but I enjoyed it. Cool film. Very enjoyable. This one has 2 alternate endings. I've seen the one I haven't seen yet, the alternate ending where everybody survives. Very weird. Didn't like that. Have to go back to the where everybody dies ending. Anyway, cool film. Definitely have to have this in your collection. Good Will Smith film. The Last Man on Earth. Next up is a film I thought I've seen before, but once I got started watching it, I have no memory of it. I've never seen it then. It's a Chuck Norris film. It's Blu-ray. The Octagon. Highly recommend it. Tons of ninjas in it. Dealing with ninja stuff. I'm a ninja. Highly recommend it. 4.5 out of 5. Good action in it. Very good action. Definitely pick up the Octagon. Next up, some steelbooks. Had to have Anchorman 1 and 2, if you can see that. Cool artwork too. I like it. Looks good. Anchorman 2. Fun film. Not as good as the first one, but very funny. Has tons of jokes in it. Definitely have to pick this up if you can get it. It might not be available anymore because it's limited edition. Might be all sold out, but if you can get it, pick it up. Next up, some Savvy steelbooks. Disney films Bambi. Looks great. Again, just like the rest, embossing and debossing. And this time, they put artwork on the J card, so it looks pretty when you're sitting it up on your stand. It doesn't have the big blue bar across it. I love that. Way to go, Savvy. Anyways, great. Looks good. They're limited edition, so if you have a chance, pick them up if they're still available. Well, I'm not sure if they're available. Next up, 101 Dalmatians. Of course, as you can see, big red bar at the bottom. They didn't put the artwork on it, even though it was put out at the same time. Kind of disappointing. But artwork looks great. Love the artwork. This film is not in the US yet on Blu-ray. Can't wait to see it on Blu-ray. I do not open these. These are collectibles, so I have to wait until the Blu-ray's out in the US. But good thing is, if you do buy it, you probably can't see that. It says the ABC on the back, meaning you can play it in any Blu-ray player around the world. So that's a good thing if you want to open it. Last but not least, another Savvy steelbook, and guess what? The artwork's at the bottom. Cinderella. But again, this is a collectible and it stays closed. Artwork is the same as the steelbook in the US, I think. A little bit the same. Same colors anyways. I don't think it has Cinderella on the front of it. I think it's just a pair of shoes. Anyways, again, debossing. Artwork looks okay. Not that great. Doesn't have a lot going on in it, to tell you the truth. Here's the back. J card. Looks good. Alright guys, that was it. That was all the movies I've seen, collected, and bought this month of April. Wow. And to tell you the truth, May's looking pretty hectic. I got tons of stuff coming. Box sets, collect reviewable stuff that I have to do reviews on. And again, thanks for watching like always. Check out the reviews at the bottom. Check out all the links to Facebook. soreelflix.com. Gotta check them out. Getting ready to put up another giveaway for some posters. Gotta check that out. It's free. All you have to do is enter. It's worldwide. Anybody can enter. And again, thanks for checking out. Thanks for checking out this video. Subscribe. Guys, subscribe. Alright guys, Ninja out.